Welcome to Chicory's Refit video series. Today we're going to cover the Helm and electrical. While you take a second to review the old Helm as it was when we purchased Chicory and the new Helm as it is today, I'm going to review some information that is helpful throughout this video. This work was done starting in 2006 and ultimately ended in 2008. Many of the pictures shown throughout this video were taken on a first generation smartphone, so the quality is really poor. I apologize for that. We bought Chicory as a fixer-upper in 2005, and we knew that the Helm was functional, but something that we wanted to update. What we didn't necessarily know was that the Helm, although being functional, did hide some secrets that were a little bit scary. After 15 years of use and 5 previous owners, so many pieces of electronics had been added and taken out, and the wiring adjusted so much that everywhere I looked was a rat's nest. What really prompted us to start the refit was that we were at Anchor for an 11-day trip and we smelt hot plastic. What we found out was the electrical panel had some wiring that was causing some excessive heat. So we decided to start the project right away with tearing every single thing out and rebuilding it from scratch. The first step was to remove all the front panels from the Helm and clear out all the electronics and all the extra wiring. Once all the wiring was removed along with the electronics, we were able to disassemble the top section of the Helm. Once the Helm top was removed, we were able to start disassembling the Helm cabinet and separating the existing electrical panel from everything to move it aside and assess the situation. Our plan was to put in a significantly expanded electrical panel facing the stairways going down to the staterooms. Moving the existing electrical panel to that location gave us an idea of ergonomics, which seemed to work out very, very well. I had done a ton of calculations that I would have exactly the amount of space I needed for the Helm I wanted, and it would accommodate a Helm chair. But you never know until you test it out. So the very first thing we did was build a rough mock-up to make sure that the space was suitable. The next step was to calculate all the final measurements for the Helm countertop and then build a prototype out of plywood. This allowed us to check the ergonomics of the Helm chair and, more importantly, install the wood assembly that would hold the new electrical panels and see how all that worked. We were super pleased with how the electrical panel assembly looked like it was going to work, so the next step was to assemble all of the new electrical panels and pre-wire it to be installed in the boat. Once the new electrical panel was installed in the boat, wired, and completely functional, it gave us an opportunity to start working on all the cabinet work. The first step was to laminate the top of the Helm and put teak edging all the way around. The next step was to design and have fabricated the corner posts made out of solid teak that would hold the panels of the solid teak plywood. Once the teak posts were fitted in position, then it was a matter of just cutting the teak plywood to size and putting in new panels, and voila, the Helm was enclosed. The final step to make the Helm functional was installing the computers that ran the Noveltech Time Zero, install the monitors that displayed that information at the top of the Helm table, and then install all the fixed electronics in the overhead, which included engine instruments, radios, GPSs, and etc. The final step was installing the Leatherette that hides the scars of the material that were on the back of the Helm just below the windows. And I'm going to end this video now just with a slow pan of the Helm as it is today.